Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. To the air, it's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back.
Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Gonna run it. It's Gray. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great...
Powers through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That's reeled in. It's Lyle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Washington. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Second down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And the Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll toss it to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Snagged in the middle. It's caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The sure hands, it's Brown. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running backs come.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the comeback is on.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A designed run for the quarterback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Michigan State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Finds a man on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Going to try to get it himself. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this.
Lots of running room. Touchdown, Canes. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll set up to throw. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give to the single back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Might as well stick with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be... There he goes! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field on third down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the right. He's got it.
And how about this offense? Forget the field goal. I don't want the field goal. 4th and long, I like my chances. This offense does a great job. Nice execution. Now set up 1st and goal.
They want to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Lyle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown Wolverines. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside the 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Carr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
It's complete to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the tailback. Quick spin on the ride.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Running to the left. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in certain